Hello and thank you for joining us on the news at this hour. My name is Elizabeth Mutuang and I bring you the latest news. The headlines. Ex-militants warn presidential candidates not to come to the Niger-Delta. In sports, Victor Osimhen scoops Emerging Player of the Year award. On the foreign scene, North Korea missile had the range to reach US mainland, Japan says. And in entertainment news, former chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Sam Amadi, gives reasons why celebrities are not supporting their colleagues in politics.
Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. A political economist and management specialist, Pat Utomi, has requested that the Independent National Electoral Commission should allow registered voters to cast their votes without their permanent voters' cards. According to him, about 9.3 million uncollected PVCs were still in INEC offices across the Federation, with less than 100 days to the 2023 elections. Reports state that the political analyst argued that since the commission had adopted biometric voting, eligible voters only needed to go to the polling units and get scanned to cast their ballots. Utomi, who spoke yesterday during a PVC collection advocacy walk to the INEC headquarters in Abuja, noted that the request can be against the backdrop of poor collection rates of PVCs. He said the rate of uncollected PVCs, which still stands at about 9.3 million, can be described as a national emergency that needed urgent attention. However, the INEC Chief Press Secretary, Rotimi Oyekami, who reacted to the request, told reporters that voting through PVCs is backed by law. At least 13 officers of the Nigerian Army have been listed for punishment for violating military rules on the occasion of their wedding ceremonies. The Nigerian Army's disciplinary action was made public in a document seen on media reports. The Army asked the erring officers to act in accordance with the punishment recommended to them for the various violations. The document concerned cited one LTEE Ukabi of the Nigerian Army School of Supply and Transport and 12 others who acted in a manner which contradicted the code of conduct that guided their wedding ceremonies. The Yoruba socio-political group, YOFES, which stands for Yoruba Oke Oya Fun Asiwaju Ati Shetima, held a meeting yesterday to discuss the presidential campaign of APC's Bola Tinubu in Abuja. And our correspondent, Adav Talib Atta, was there and brings us the report.
The socio-political group Yoruba Oke Oya Fun Asiwaju Ati Shetima, YOFES, is a pressure group of Yorubas who live in the 19 northern states of the country, with the sole purpose of mobilizing voters for the actualization of the presidency of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his running mate, Senator Kasim Shettima, for the 2023 presidential elections. Most of them were born in the northern part of the country and have their families, careers, businesses, and livelihoods there. The membership of YOFES is drawn from all facets of the economy, consisting of professionals like lawyers, doctors, engineers, and accountants. Other members are taxi drivers, artisans, and other auxiliary workers in various sectors of the economy. The objective of this town hall meeting is to sensitize its membership on the need to participate in the 2023 general elections, particularly to actualize the presidential aspirations of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his running mate Kasim Shettima. The town hall meeting hosted zonal coordinators for the 19 northern states in 3 zones of the federation, namely the Northwest, North Central, and the Northeast. The zonal coordinators took turns to elaborate on their level of preparedness as well as the likely challenges in their locations. Present at the meeting was the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, who himself has lived most of his early life in the north.
Having them come together from all the states, 19 states in the north, as YOFES is unprecedented. It shows collective action. It shows unity amongst them. It gives them identity. And of course, they want to be part of the political campaign because you have a Yoruba man running as president, and we need every Yoruba person, we need every Nigerian to be behind it. So I think it's a very laudable initiative, and that's why I'm here to identify with them.
The essence of this meeting is to put all the Yoruba indigenous from resident in 19 northern states together to be able to vote for Asiwaju and Shettima come 2023 general election.
Women, when we are talking of building homes, women are not left behind. They are even first. So with this, our women are ready. They are ever ready. As they are ever ready, they are very ready to stand by us, to stand by Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima and APC on this movement.
The meaning literally means that all the Yorubas in the 19 northern states come together to show solidarity support for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not because he's our father, not because he's our son, but we believe that he has the capacity and the capability of steering the leadership of this, our great country, Nigerian, to the best and the highest level we can imagine.
Thank you. Adav Talib Atta, Alive News.
Some ex-militants have warned presidential candidates for the 2023 elections not to bring campaigns to any of the 9 states of the Niger-Delta region. The ex-militants under the Presidential Amnesty Program vowed to disrupt the campaigns of the candidates and their political parties, except their outstanding allowances are settled by the federal government. During a protest to the Secretariat of the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Yenagoa, the militants queried the delisting of 2,952 beneficiaries from the scheme and also demanded the resumption of their 65,000 naira monthly stipend. Apart from preventing political campaigns in the Niger-Delta, the militants also vowed to take their protests to Abuja. Addressing newsmen on behalf of his colleagues, the national chairman of the Phase 2 beneficiaries of the Amnesty Program, Aso Tambo, said they are giving the government about 1 week to comply with their demands. On the foreign scene, the Japanese defense minister says a North Korean missile test launched on Friday could potentially reach the entire continental United States. Yasukazu Hamada told reporters that the suspected intercontinental ballistic missile landed inside the Japanese exclusive economic zone, about 200 kilometers west of Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost main island. The suspected intercontinental ballistic missile flew 1,000 kilometers at a maximum altitude of about 6,000 kilometers, suggesting it was likely launched on a high angle, the minister said. Depending on the weight of a warhead to be placed on the missile, Hamada added that the weapon has a range exceeding 15,000 kilometers, in which case it could cover the entire mainland United States. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and other Pacific region leaders held an emergency meeting at the APEC summit in Bangkok, Thailand on Friday after the missile launch. South Korea's presidential office said it convened an emergency security meeting to discuss the North Korean launch. And in sports news, Nigerian international and Napoli forward Victor Osimhen has won Power Horse Emerging Player of the Year at the Global Soccer Award event. 3 days before the opening of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, the coveted award ceremony took place at the Medina Jumeirah in Dubai on Thursday. The Super Eagles forward beat Barcelona's Gavi and Real Madrid's Valverde to win the Global Soccer Award in Dubai. However, the forward was also celebrated through his club's official Twitter account by retweeting Global Soccer's post with the love and clap caption. With 10 goals in 14 games in all competitions, Osimhen has had an incredible start to the season for Luciano Spalletti's men. Since his injury recovery, Osimhen has added value for Napoli's side, who leads the Serie A table. The Nigerian has recently been listed in the Serie A Team of the Week and has also been nominated for the Serie A Player of the Month for November. And in entertainment news, the former chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Dr. Sam Amadi, has come out to state reasons why Nigerian celebrities are not supporting their own who have shown interest in politics. According to him, financial selfish interests have made Nigerian celebrities distance themselves from supporting the political ambitions of their colleagues in the entertainment industry. The media learned that Amadi's reaction follows speculations that Nollywood stars, entertainers, and celebrities appear to have distanced themselves from supporting the political ambitions of some of their colleagues like Funke Akindele and Tonto Dike, among others. Recall that both veteran actresses were picked as running mates of governorship candidates in 2 states contesting for the 2023 general elections. Funke Akindele was picked as the running mate to the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos State, Dr. Olajide Adediran, aka Jandor, while Tonto Dike was picked as the running mate to the governorship candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in Rivers State, Tonte Ibraye. And with that, we've come to the end of the news at this hour. But before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Ex-militants warn presidential candidates not to come to the Niger-Delta. In sports, Victor Osimhen scoops Emerging Player of the Year award. On the foreign scene, North Korea missile had the range to reach US mainland, Japan says. And in entertainment news, former chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Sam Amadi, gives reasons why celebrities are not supporting their colleagues in politics. Once again, I am Elizabeth Anwoodfang. Thank you for watching.
Alive TV.